What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Daily Scoop, where we break down the biggest conversation happening across Jamaican entertainment, music, and culture. Today, there is plenty to talk about. We have Masicka making headline with its Forever Rain album. We have questions surrounding why Joshi didn't appear on the project. We have Vybz Kartel on the Summer Vibes project competing for attention. We have Shawn receiving his United States work authorization and comments from Foota surrounding that development. Then we have Beanie Man and the excitement surrounding Summer Sizzle. But there is also a much more serious story involving allegation concerning a football coach and an underage child. That part of today's discussion requires completely different level of seriousness. So let's break down everything. Let's start with Masicka. The release of Forever Rain has generated significant attention among dancehall fans, and one of the biggest talking points has been the project's earlier performance on the United States iTunes chart. The album reportedly climbed to the top position, creating plenty of conversation among fans about Masicka's current position in dancehall. And this is important. When an artist releases an album, the first few days can tell you a lot about the level of anticipation surrounding the project. Fans are watching, other artists are watching, industry people are watching, and of course, the streaming platform and digital charts become part of the conversation. Masicka has spent years building his reputation, so Forever Rain represents another important stage in his career. The bigger question now is whether the album can maintain that momentum beyond its initial release. Because getting attention during release week is one thing, maintaining that attention is another. Another important part of the story is Massacre international promotion. New York has historically been an important market for Jamaican music, from Caribbean communities throughout Brooklyn, Queens, and the wider New York area. Dancehall has maintained a strong cultural presence. So when Masicka appeared on major Billboard interview and promotional platform in New York, it represents more than just advertising. It demonstrates the importance of diaspora markets. Jamaican artists have always depended heavily on international audience. The United States, Canada, the United Kingdom, and other territories have played major role in the growth of dancehall. So Massacre International push is something worth watching. Now, let's get into one of the biggest fan question. Where is Joshi? Some fans were surprised that Joshi did not appear on Massacre album, and honestly, it is understandable why people would ask, because Joshi is an artist who has developed a strong following, and collaboration between artists from the same musical environment can sometimes be highly anticipated. But here is the thing, an artist is not automatically required to put every associate or friend on an album. An album is a creative project. The artist and their team decide the direction. Sometimes a collaboration simply does not fit the sound or theme of the project. Sometimes the song exists but does not make the final track list. Sometimes two artists simply don't record together during that particular period. So while fans can ask the question, we should not automatically turn the absence of Joshi into a controversy. It could simply be a creative decision. And then we have Vybz Kartel. Kartel's Summer Vibes project also entered the conversation, with the project reportedly performing strongly on the US iTunes chart. This creates an interesting moment for dancehall, because whenever two major artists release projects around the same period, fans naturally begin comparing them. Masicka fans want Masicka to win, Gaza supporters want Kartel to win, and other dancehall fans might simply be happy that Jamaican music is getting attention. That is the healthy way to look at the competition. Music does not need to have only one winner. If Masicka is performing well and Kartel is performing well, Jamaican dancehall benefits. Competition can actually push artists to improve. But let's be clear about something. Charts can be entertaining, but they don't necessarily determine which album is artistically superior. One project can perform better commercially, while another receives stronger critical review. One can have bigger streaming numbers, another can have songs that become long-term fan favorites. Music is subjective. So instead of fighting over numbers every day, fans should listen to the projects and decide what connects with them. If you are Masicka supporter, support Masicka. If you are Vybz Kartel supporter, support Vybz Kartel. And if you like both, that is even better. Now, let's move to Shawn Storm. Another major development is the reported news that Shawn Storm has received US work authorization. That is significant because international opportunities can make a major difference to an artist. The ability to legally work in the United States can potentially open doors to performance, collaborations, and appearance and other professional opportunities. And this is where Foota app entered the conversation. Foota made comments suggesting that when one door closes, another can open. He also gave recognition to Singer J, who has been mentioned in discussions surrounding assistance to Shawn Storm. The comments have generated different reaction. Some people view them as genuine congratulations, others interpret the comments as having a deeper message about relationships within dancehall. Either way, the development itself is important for Shawn Storm. The next question is simple. What does Shawn Storm do with the opportunity? Getting permission to work internationally is only the beginning. The real challenge is turning that opportunity into career growth. That means performances, new music, new strategies, collaboration, strong management, professional relationship, and of course, consistency. If Shawn Storm can capitalize on the opportunity, this could become a significant chapter in his career. While Beanie Man is preparing for another major summer moment, the excitement around summer season demonstrates something important about Jamaican entertainment. The live show culture is still powerful. When you see established names and younger performers appearing on the same bill, it creates an opportunity for different generations of dancehall to connect. Beanie Man remains one of the most recognizable names in Jamaican music, and when veterans like Beanie Man continue appearing on major stages, younger artists can learn from their experience while simultaneously introducing themselves to new audience. That is important for the future of the culture. Dancehall can't survive on yesterday's star alone. You need new artists, you need new producers, you need new DJs, you need new promoters, and most importantly, you need new audience willing to give emerging talent a chance. That's why shows featuring established entertainers alongside younger performers are valuable. The veteran brings experience, the younger performer brings fresh energy, and the audience gets both. Now we need to switch gears completely. A disturbing allegation has been circulating online involving a person described as a football coach and an underage child. The allegation involves inappropriate communication and sexually explicit material allegedly being sent to the minor. We need to be extremely careful here. These are allegations, not facts established by a court. The identity of anyone involved should not be treated as confirmed unless reliable authorities establish it. But the underlying issue is extremely serious. If an adult who works with children is accused of sending inappropriate material to a minor or requesting sexual images from that child, that should be treated as a child safety matter immediately. Matsus also commented on the situation, expressing concern about the potential danger posed when allegation involving somebody who worked directly with young people. And that brings us to a broader conversation about safeguarding children in sports. A coach is supposed to be someone a child and parent can trust. Coaches can have access to children in environments where parents may not always be present. That means sporting organizations need a clear safeguarding policy, background check where legally required, reporting procedures, supervision, boundaries between adults and young athletes, and serious consequences when misconduct is proven. So today we covered quite a lot. Masicka is making noise with Forever Rain. Joshi is at the center of questions about why he didn't appear on the album. Vybz Kartel is competing for attention with Summer Vibes. Shawn has reportedly received his USA work authorization, which opened another potential chapter in his career. Foota has added his perspective to the conversation, while singer Jay has also been mentioned in connection with Shawn's international opportunities. Beanie Man is a part of the excitement surrounding his summer season. And then we have the much more serious allegation involving a football coach and an underage child. This is the Daily Scoop, and if you enjoy this breakdown, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next story. And I want to hear from you. Which project are you listening to more right now? Masicka Forever Rain or Vybz Kartel Summer Vibes? And what do you think about the questions surrounding Joshi absence from Masicka album? Drop your thoughts respectfully in the comments. Until next time, stay informed, stay aware, and keep watching the Daily Scoop.